Welcome to Age Potential TV. I'm Lori Campbell, your host, gerontologist, and advocate of your best life, here to introduce you to an emerging trend called Age Potential. Here's to living out your age potential. Are you disillusioned by your past? Have you made some choices that haven't been in your best interest? Have you tried to make a change but ended up in deeper despair? My guest today is living proof that your past does not define who you are today or who you can choose to become. We have all heard the phrase, the choices we make dictate the life we lead. However, no one chooses addiction, but one can choose to recover. Please welcome Margie Aguilar. Welcome, Margie. Margie, your story is really a story of courageous change. Take us back through your journey.
Well, it started with about 4 years ago. I turned 46 years old, and my mother passed away when I was 7. She was 46 years old, and at that time I was in just the lower depths, really needing a change, really sick and tired of being sick and tired of my life. I just was looking around and thinking, this is really it. This is all my life. This is what I have. And it was almost like I got a tap on the shoulder by my mother saying, it's time. It's time to make a change. It's time to go forward and live the life that I didn't get to live. So at that point, I realized I had a problem, that I was an alcoholic and I needed to do anything. I was willing to do anything to change my life from where it was. And that was the first step for me to make that change.
And you've said to me in the past that something that's really important to you that you like to keep forefront in your mind is living in the solution. I find that just intriguing. Tell me a little bit what that means to you.
Well, you know, everybody can live with problems and they talk about their problems. And I do talk about my problems and share my problems with other people, but then I choose to think about what can I do about it now and what is something I can do different that I haven't done before to make a change and to come up with a solution to my problem. For me, it's just a daily choice to wake up and think of a better way to do things, a different way to solve a problem. And it just really works for me to think of it that way, to live in a solution.
I really like that. That's very profound. Was there a significant time, something life event that helped you to be ready to make this change?
You know, I can't really say there was any certain point in time, but I think that for a lot of my my life and for the past, about 3 years before I really realized I had a problem, I felt like I was living an outwardly happy life where people thought I was really happy all the time, and inside I just felt like I was screaming, that it was just a lie. And nowadays, I feel like my outsides match my insides. Mm-hmm. And so I am happy, and I am happy inside as well. So I don't feel like I'm living that lie anymore. And before that, I felt like I was living a lie. And I think I've said before to people that I didn't feel like dying, but I just didn't want to exist. I just wanted to just be invisible. And it was really a life change to make that decision to say, I need a solution, I need to do something differently, and I'm willing to do anything to do that.
I'd like to share a quote by Howard Thurman that I think really symbolizes your journey. The quote goes like this: don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go do that, because what the world needs is people to come alive. Margie, you've definitely come alive, but what does coming alive mean to you?
I think coming alive to me is realizing that I do have a purpose in life, and my purpose today is to just live the life that I was meant to live and to live up to my potential. And that's being a better person and helping other people and taking care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, I'm not going to be able to help anyone else. And that's coming alive to me, is really realizing that I can make a difference in other people's lives by being a living example. To my children, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, it really makes a difference to know when I wake up in the morning, to know that I have a purpose and a reason to be alive. And it feels fantastic. I never dreamed I'd have this life, never in a million years.
Wow, I bet you want to scream freedom.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I'm just, it's hard for me not to sit still in this chair to, really have people understand how much you can definitely change if you put your mind to it. You can do anything. You can do anything. Your mind can take you anywhere. And if you just let go of your old ideas and the way you thought that you were and what burdened you and what held you back, if you put that aside and really think, I can do anything. I can do anything today. And it's true. I mean, from where I was 4 years ago to where I am now, I would never have dreamed. Never. Sitting here with you even.
It's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. It's been said that the mind determines whether we thrive or merely survive. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Surviving was what I was doing. I was just surviving, getting up in the morning, and I was doing everything I was supposed to do for my kids. I have 3 kids, and I got up in the morning and got them off to school and went to work every day, and I was very high functioning. I was a very high functioning alcoholic. But I was merely surviving, and now I really do believe that I am thriving, and I'm growing every single day. And everything is an adventure now. I don't think of things as I have to do things. I think that I get to do things. I get to come here today. I get to, get up and go to work. I get to drive my kids around, and there's a whole lot less have-tos anymore, because it's just a better way to live. The thriving part of it, I really like that I am thriving.
Mm-hmm. Thinking back to the time before you made your change, what just share one limiting belief that you were aware of and how you reframed it since then.
I really did not think I could ever be a leader or an example for anyone. I really honestly would just let everybody else take control and be the leaders, and I would just follow along without any kind of output or input on anything. I just didn't think that my opinion mattered or that anything I did mattered. And now, I'm here. I lead meetings, at AA meetings. I do a 12-step program. I just feel like I can make a difference with people. And it's just wonderful.
And one of the ways you're exhibiting your leadership is you shared with me before you sponsor many young people. Tell us about that.
I do. I sponsor women in this 12-step program. We do sponsorship, and I never thought that anything I would have to share, especially in my early sobriety, when they said that someday you will be sponsoring other women and helping them through their journey, and I never ever thought that I would have anything to share with them, and now I know that I can just really share my experience with them, and that's what I have. And if I'm honest about it and honest about my experience, then that's everything. That is just everything.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewers who are contemplating, making a significant change in their life? Anything that you would like to share or leave a statement of inspiration of any sort?
I just think that for me, it's getting up in the morning and making a choice to be grateful. And I'm grateful every day. And that's what really changes my mood, my attitudes. If I'm feeling like I'm wallowing in a little self-pity, I turn it right around and start a gratitude list and start listing the things that I'm really grateful for. And my mood can change around on a dime by doing that. I'm a list maker, so I love to make lists. Gratitude lists, fear lists, just things that will help me, really see what is going on in my world, in my life, and what is causing me any kind of stress. So that really helps. But the gratitude, I think, is a huge part of my life.
It's a good way to shift our whole mindset, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes,
it is, definitely.
Wonderful. Well, your story, like I said, is totally courageous change, and very, very inspirational. And I thank you for being with us and being willing to share.
Thank you, Lori, for letting me share it.
Do you know somebody who is being weighted down by their past that could really value from hearing Margie's inspirational story? I really encourage you to share it. And until next time, remember, be better today than you were yesterday.